Nowadays, fathers are wiping out families. I want to tell the court that I killed the 4 deceased persons. I want to plead guilty to all the 4 counts. I do not wish to be represented by an advocate. Angalia kifua. Angalia kifua. Only used 2 words to say, I'm sorry. With Maringo, he was not remorseful. The judge is saying Section 204 is still there. It has not been repealed, and it cannot be applied if the circumstances are exceptional. Killing your own child, killing your own wife, killing your own sister, killing your own uncle. You expect the judge to forgive you? So this man was sentenced to 4 death sentences. Can somebody be convicted of 10 murders, each sentenced to death, and they run concurrently or consecutively? All the others murder convictions, the sentences for count 2, count 3, count 4 remain in abeyance. This is the most gruesome, barbaric murder. Welcome to Court Helicopter Trending News. A judge has sentenced an accused person who was facing 4 charges of murder to death. My crew, Vivian, was bombarded by people asking, we thought the Supreme Court abolished the death sentence. So people will be asking, is this the fate that Obado is likely to face? We thought we saw in Mugure, Major Mugure, life sentence. Now a judge, Joe Omido, Mukutu, sitting in Kisumu in criminal case number E008 of 2024, which judgment has just been issued. Vivian had to rush to Kisumu to bring this judgment. This is a judgment against Shem Akuku Otieno, alias Daddy, the accused person. On 30th March 2026, 30th March 2026, remember we are in July. In less than 4 months, a judgment has been issued. What are the circumstances? This man was charged. He had no advocates. He was given an advocate for pro bono. Midway, he sacked that advocate. He insisted that he will defend himself. The judge warned him, not once, not twice, not thrice, that a murder trial, you need an advocate. He said he will defend himself and is going to plead guilty. The judge thought this man is mad. And what did the judge do? He said on paragraph 11, the first time on paragraph 9, he addressed the court in the following terms, and I repeat, I want to tell the court that I killed the 4 deceased persons. I want to plead guilty to all the 4 counts. The judge cautioned him. He told him, in the intervening period, the accused is cautioned that the maximum sentence for the offense of murder, not necessarily the only sentence, is death sentence. The judge warned him. This man, arrogant, just like Major Mugure told the judge in paragraph 11, I understand that it is death. The judge, Justice Omido, said, no, this man is mad. In paragraph 12, the judge said, The accused to be taken for a psychiatric test assessment and a report to be filed. So the judge sent him because the judge thought this man is mad. On 13th April 2026, he was brought again to court. And he was told, remember, the judge told him, remember, we cautioned you. What did the man say? The court cautioned me. I do not wish to be represented by an advocate. I know that I'm entitled to one, but I do not want. I wish to proceed myself. Angalia kifua. Angalia kifua. Angalia how this guy was behaving. What did the court look at? Who are these people this man killed? Paragraph 28. The first victim is Joseph Ouma Akuku, the accused's own son, who was only 7 years old. 7 years old. A parent killed his own child. The accused turned upon his own son and brutally cut him with a banger. The murder of one's own child represents one of the gravest violations of parental responsibility known to the law. The second victim, Emily Adhiambo Akuku, the accused's wife, who was only 26 years old, age of Sharon. Can you imagine? She was a young woman with her life before her and every expectation of contributing to her family. She was slaughtered. The third victim was Thomas Odula Nyameche, an elderly man aged 74 years. Oh my God. And this man was an accused's own uncle. He deceptively induced him to accompany him under the false pretext that two of his brothers were fighting over land and they required his intervention. He cheated his uncle. Come, your brothers are fighting. The old man walked. He was slaughtered. The fourth one is Mary Kuya Otieno, aged 56 years. She was ailing and resting in her house. The accused similarly deceived her into leaving the safety of her home before fatally attacking her. He killed her. The fifth one managed to escape. Oh my God. The prosecution also pointed correctly in the court's view that the accused attempted to attack his own sister, Monica Atieno, who only escaped death because the accused fell while running and pursuing her. That could have added to 5 people being dead. This man, in mitigation, he was not remorseful. He said in mitigation, in paragraph 23, in mitigating circumstances, alleged he is a first offender, he eventually accepted responsibility for his actions. He only used 2 words to say, I'm sorry, with Maringo. And he says, the judge in paragraph 25 looks, the court has equally considered the apology offered by the accused during mitigation. He stated that he was sorry to the state and to the family and friends. The judge says, while the court accepts that statement as an expression of regret, it is constrained to observe that the apology was brief and was not accompanied by any explanation, acknowledgement of the enormity of the loss occasioned or any demonstrable effort towards reconciliation. In any event, however sincere, remorse cannot erase the devastating consequences of the offense. The judge, in paragraph 40, now demystify what is Muruatetu, people saying that there is no death sentence. The court has also reflected upon the constitutional position regarding the sentence of death. Following the decision of the Supreme Court in Francis Karioko Muruatetu and another versus the Republic 2017 EKLR, the mandatory nature of the death sentence was declared unconstitutional, thereby restoring judicial discretion in sentencing. Paragraph 41. The decision, however, did not abolish the death penalty itself. Death penalty remains a lawful sentence under Section 204 of the Penal Code and may, in appropriate and exceptional cases, be imposed where the circumstances of the offense and the offender warrant its application. The judge is saying Section 204 is still there. It has not been repealed, and it cannot be applied if the circumstances are exceptional. Killing your own child, killing your own wife, killing your own sister, killing your own uncle. You expect the judge to forgive you? The judge moves on to say, this, in paragraph 42, in the court's respective view, is one such exceptional case. The offenses were not the result of a momentary lapse involving a single victim. They involved the systematic killing of 4 persons at different locations, accomplished through deception, the abuse of familial trust, the targeting of vulnerable victims, and the almost complete annihilation of an immediate family unit. Few cases can present a more aggravated combination of circumstances like this one. The judge, accordingly, in paragraph 44, says, on count 1, the accused, Shem Akuku alias Otieno alias Daddy, is hereby sentenced to death. Another question that people have been asking, can somebody be convicted of 10 murders, each sentenced to death, and they run concurrently or consecutively? Justice Omido, Joe, has settled that matter. Now you understand. Remember, Obado was charged with the murder of Sharon and murder of the unborn child. What did the judge do? On counts 2, 3, and 4, the accused Shem Akuku Otieno alias Daddy is likewise sentenced to death on each count. So this man was sentenced to 4 death sentences. Will he serve one? After he dies, he goes to heaven, he's resurrected, he comes to serve another one. He lives another 100 years, he dies, he goes to heaven, God tells him, go down, you have another sentence you have got to serve. How is the law dealing with this question? This is a legal nightmare. And very many students of law in universities, you need to know this concept. Students at the School of Law, students doing law, you need to know this. And very many young advocates, Justice Omido has set pace. How do you deal when somebody has been convicted of 4 murders? The judge in paragraph 46 gives the thunder. However, in accordance with the long-established practice of the courts, where multiple capital convictions arise from the same proceedings, the execution of the sentences imposed in counts 2, 3, and 4 shall remain held in abeyance for so long as the sentence of the death imposed on count 1 remain in force. All the other murder convictions, the sentences for count 2, count 3, count 4 remain in abeyance. The only sentence that will be executed is sentence number 1. Remember, we have these cases. Paul Mackenzie in Mombasa, if he is convicted, only count one. He'll serve count one. The others will be left in abeyance. If Obado has been convicted, only count one will, if he's sentenced to death, only count one will run. The other will be left at abeyance. If Mugure was convicted to death sentence, major, only count one of murder will remain in force. The others will remain in abeyance. Paragraph 47. The judge says, the court wishes to repeat in conclusion that no sentence this court can pronounce will restore the 4 innocent lives lost or erase the immeasurable suffering inflicted upon their families. The law, however, demands that justice be administered fearlessly, impartially, and according to the law. The judge is saying he must administer justice fearlessly. This is a no-joke judge. The man, Joe Omido, Justice Omido, respects the sanctity of life. It is in faithful discharge of that duty that the foregoing sentences are imposed. The man was given a right of appeal of 14 days. Orders accordingly delivered, dated, and signed this day, today, 27th day of July, 2026. Justice Joe Akuku Otieno, a judge sitting at Kisumu High Court. What are the lessons in this matter? There is a trend that is increasing. Killing of women. I condemn the killing of women. Femicide. Families are killing wives. 2, killing of people's own children. Fathers turning a panga, cutting the neck of their own child. 3, killing of family members, sisters, uncles. What beast is this man? 4, all of a sudden we are seeing killers bold challenging the courts. We saw it in Major Mugure. The man was almost, if he had time and he had a gun, he could have shot the judges. We have seen this man, he fired his advocates. He was told, the law demands that you must have an advocate. The state has given you one. He fired him. The judge told him, don't joke with this offense. He said, let's proceed. I kill. He's confident. He is not remorseful. This is the most gruesome, barbaric murder. I've defended several murder cases. I've never seen these 2, where the accused person is still arrogant, saying, it is me who killed them, and I plead guilty. From Court Helicopter, we wish to thank Vivian for getting real-time authority that came out. Today, the 27th, we have done a trending explainer, but we are appealing. Divorce, walk away. Don't kill children. Don't kill wives. Walk away. Divorce proceedings have been made easy in courts. You filed within a very short time. The court grants you divorce. What is this bitterness? What is this bitterness? Nowadays, fathers are wiping out families. Fathers, we are a disgrace as fathers. We don't deserve to be called men. Men nurture. Men protect. Men don't harm. Men don't kill. Men kill enemies. Men go to KDF. They fight to defend the country. Men go out to fight, to look for money, to feed children, to feed wives. This type of men, killing their children, killing their wives, I call them fools. I call them idiots. A whole man killing a child, that is not acceptable. From court helicopter, we are mad. We are mad. And we repeat, from court helicopter, we are mad. Men, fathers turning against their wives and their children is the most cowardly act ever. We know the president. The last time people were committed to death was way back in 1982. On this one, President Ruto must commute this person to be the sentence to be implemented. Imagine this man going to stay eating our food for another 40, 50 years? No. This petition, court helicopter, the president, you must teach people a lesson. Let this person be killed tomorrow, not today. This is an appeal to the President of the Republic of Kenya that commute his warrant so that tomorrow he is finished. Wakili Danstan Omari.